Hi, welcome to What a Pain, a limited series on the pain of life. In this episode, we're going to kind of deal with and just very quickly brush past this idea of how do you get past the discouragement of a personal disaster, if you will, the pain of life when things have gone horribly south. The prophet Jeremiah warned of the coming destruction of Jerusalem, but when the end came in 586 BC, he was still filled with sorrow and his spirit was broken. We can relate to how he felt. Jeremiah took the attack upon his city personally, like it happened to him and him alone. In all the carnage of Jerusalem, Jeremiah paused for a moment in his grieving and he took the time to remember God's faithfulness. And he recalled God working, and that restored a sense of hope to his soul. See, one day, the things that happen today will face destruction as well. Think about what troubles your heart. Bad decisions, disease, fractured relationships, financial crisis, and then stuff that you have nothing to say about, a catastrophic event, an act of God, a terrorist attack. Life can be bad and it can be painful. And we can allow those things to stockpile and start building up. And so in the midst of that, one of the most powerful personal choices that we'll make are to stop and thank God for his faithfulness. Because the reality is, in the midst of your pain and in the midst of your suffering, Jesus has never stopped loving you, and he's always been there. And when you realize that and you start leaning on him, you discover that your discouragement gets met with his encouragement. And your questions, while they may not be answered, discover better answers that God gives to us. And so regardless of the events that are going on around us, we are called to be faithful and to keep serving, to keep our eyes and hearts set on the Father, to trust that his Spirit cares more about where we're going and what's going on in our lives than even we do, and that he will get us where he needs us to be at exactly the right time, in exactly the right way, and in the moment that will mean the most for us personally, but the moment that matters the most for those in our orbit and those lives that we're going to change around us. And so, in the midst of personal loss, understand that discouragement is life's invitation to start living supernaturally all over again. It's easy to stay discouraged. You just can't. Out of discouragement, ask God to take and jumpstart your life and engage you in following him, and you will discover that out of the pain, something beautiful begins to happen. And so, look forward to joining you in our next episode where we wrap up this series. Until then, life's tough, but God is bigger and tougher. Trust that.